Tether, 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 tether.
The thing that particularly enrages me about this whole fucking argument is this is y'all's fault, black men. This is all on you. I'm so sick and tired of y'all coming to us like we're the ones that started it. No. Let's have a history lesson, shall we? Y'all seem to have forgotten black men had the head start. Seem to have forgotten black men had the head start. That's right, kids. Black men were the first were the first ones in our group to be able to vote. Hell, y'all got the right to vote before white women. You literally got the right to work and be paid for it. Got the right to vote before us. So how did y'all shit the bed so bad and then turn around and be mad at us because we learned the game that you created? Huh? You were put in a position to affect change, 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 affect change. Instead of doing that for us as a collective, you tried to assimilate to whiteness, to assimilate to whiteness, to assimilate to whiteness, to assimilate to whiteness, to assimilate to whiteness. To assimilate to whiteness, to assimilate to whiteness so fucking badly that you left us in the dust. To assimilate to whiteness so fucking badly that you left us in the dust. So fucking badly that you left us in the dust. So fucking badly that you left us in the dust.
To cover his long, dirty toenails.
That bitch needs her ass beat for that. That was so fucking unnecessary, so fucking uncalled for. She needs to be shown to fade. And it don't even need to be one of us. Like, one of you blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white allies, preferably a woman, needs to beat her ass. Like, who got hands? That was so fucked up. What does his toenails got to do? I hate y'all. Okay, I loved all of this. Click on this and read the entire thread because sis was on it. She understood the assignment. Too many of y'all will refuse, flat out refuse to acknowledge your privilege. Now, I understand we are women, especially us women of color. We don't have a lot of privilege, but being cisgendered is definitely a privilege that we have. And you taking the differences between trans women and us and using that as a weapon doesn't make you any different than the racist white people, the ignorant ass black men, all of these people that use their point of privilege against us. You are no better than them. I really don't understand, like, what is so hard to be inclusive? Like, it's not a shot at your womanhood. It doesn't take anything away from you as a woman. It just doesn't. What it boils down to is a lot of y'all are selfish as fuck. You're selfish because you are worried about the blowback for acknowledging someone else's disparities in their life and the experiences that they have because you think it's going to take away from you and your experiences. Selfish as fuck.
Either you submit to me or I walk away.
Y'all niggas is funny. You know, this has got to be the fourth or fifth black man that is begging for submission from black women or white women. You know, they easier for y'all, I guess. You know, brothers, I'll make you a deal. And other black women, you are free to join in on this. Black men, you want submission so goddamn badly, I'll give it to you. You only have to do this one simple task. When y'all can successfully get white men to submit to you, I'll admit defeat. I will gleefully submit to you when y'all can lead us out of the bondage of white supremacy. Sweetie, now I done told you to knock it off about this misinformation about the vaccine because I refuse to believe that you are smart enough to tell me what is in it because you can't tell me what was in that Tylenol tablet you took for that last toothache.
Let's see, black women need to stop with this bullshit every time.
Okay, so we have another one that was dumb as dirt in school, didn't absorb anything, couldn't handle simple instructions. But this just gave me the epiphany that I've been waiting for, okay? I finally realized why non-black men haven't stitched this video. Because they know better. They know better than to fall for this. You see, black men, that make and model, are dumb as dirt. They're so fucking stupid. And white men or non-black men know that black men were going to answer this question, even though the instructions were very fucking clear. Non-white men were like, why the fuck would I answer this question? I'm not this stupid, but some black men are. So all I gotta do is just sit back and wait and they'll answer for me. But thank you, sir, for being a fine example as to why I use Tartar Control toothpaste. Scrub your teeth, and then maybe, just maybe, they won't look like 16th century ivory chessboard pieces.
Like you on this app is hatred, bitterness, and rage for black men.
Now, I bet you were the slowest in your class in school. Like, sweetie, I didn't say anything to you. I gave clear, concise instructions. I said non-black men. Non-black men. And here you go, you illiterate black and mild wet roach. What is your problem, huh? No one said anything to you. No one was speaking to you. What is your problem? You know what? Scratch that. I don't care. I don't even want to begin to get anywhere near to what your problem is, okay? Learn to speak when spoken to, peasant. I didn't say anything to you. I made my intentions very clear. I wanted to hear from men that don't look nothing like you, okay? Go back and crawl into whatever hole that your self-deprecating hole, okay? Please,
I
faster.
wonder why black men don't like black women.
Good morning. So I had to screen grab that video from another creator because the original video is gone. So either he deleted it or it got reported so many times, TikTok took it down. But it begs the question that I was waiting for someone else to ask, but it didn't really seem like anyone else was gonna do it. So here I am. Non-black men, stitch this please and let the rest of us know if y'all do in fact disrespect the women that you come from like this. I don't care if you're straight or not, white men, Asian men, Latin, because I've never witnessed any of you say some of the horrendous things to your women that black men say to us. I've never seen you disrespect your mothers, your aunts, your daughters, your grandmothers, your wives, your like this. So I just wanna know. Let me know.
Should be, if you have hated kids long enough, you should be able to opt out of your menstrual cycle.
Woo! Cause let me tell you something, girl. One of the best days of my life after my divorce and before launching my brand was my partial hysterectomy, bitch. Cause fuck that. Clink. Cheers to freedom.
Do not do it because this is how the big guy steals from the little guy.
She's not wrong. First of all, love you, bitch. Love your products. I'm a fan. I have a few of your things. You the shit. Some of y'all might remember this. Yeah, that is me. That is an Essence article, but there's more. Stylecaster, Another article, Revelist here. This one was my favorite because I just loved the title. Yeah, I'm the founder, owner, and creator of Oh My Glow Cosmetics, founded in 2017. A year after I went live, went viral, it didn't take Mac that long. Took him about a year to catch up to me, but yeah, that's what happened. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything against Mac because I knew it was gonna happen. And what the fuck, who am I? What was I gonna do? And yes, I did have my trademark in place, but it's Mac.
Any woman can have is being selective about who they have children with.
Oh my God. This just triggered a repressed memory that I had about my ex. And the moment I knew I was never going to have his baby. My sister had just had a baby and the baby was sick. I think he had to have like a blood transfusion or something. So we went to the hospital to visit her and the baby, and they were in one of the check-in rooms. And his sister hands me the baby and I'm holding him. I'm holding him for a couple of minutes. And then I'm looking at my then boyfriend and I'm like, here you go. I like tried to give him his nephew. This man looks me dead in my face and go, I don't hold newborns. It was at that moment I'm like, oh, I'm never doing this with you. Parenting? You won't even hold a baby and you expect me to push one out for you? Make that make sense.
Basically telling me that you think that I'm the type of woman that will stay with you no matter what. That I'm.
Are y'all listening? Like, are y'all really like, did y'all hear her? I have a tattoo that says listen with an X going down the middle of it. Y'all ain't listening. You're not. So I'm gonna come at y'all this way. Bridal MUA here. Literally, my job is weddings, marriage. And let me tell you something. I have seen more brides in the last 4 years. I've watched them get married. In the last 2, they're already divorced. They are leaving their husbands left and right. And rightfully so. But it's taking little to no time for them to make the conscious decision to bounce. That's how ain't shit a lot of these men are out here. Literally, y'all will sign up to get married only to cheat and then think the bitch is gonna stay. Oh, you taking that type of a gamble? Really? Let's be clear, weddings are expensive. You gonna gamble that much money away? Nigga, is you stupid?
Bullied. You put goons on payroll to silence victims of your husband's abuse.
I thought Sheether was the dragging of Nikki's career. Oh no! I'm dizzy. Henny. You and Remy Ma need to get in the fucking booth off that one. Oh my God. That was the read of 2021. I ain't seen nothing like that since Phaedra Parks. God damn. Watch the video. You know, it always never ceases to amaze me that when black men respond to black women like this, they are too stupid to realize it's not us, it's you. My response to you is in direct reaction to you being in a space where you weren't wanted in the first fucking place. Had you done anything else with your day, we wouldn't have even had to have this type of exchange with each other. I'm not angry. You're annoying. And in response to your annoying me, I get to be a complete and total bitch to you on my own page. It's fun. You seriously could have done anything else. You could have ate your food. You could have washed your ass. You could have read a book. You're an inconvenience. So now I get to respond to you accordingly. Don't like it? Next time, shut up. It could all be so beautifully simple, but you rather make it hard. It's too early in the goddamn morning for this shit. This is what the fuck we be talking about. This is exactly what we're talking about. The weakest links out here correcting me. You're correcting me. You read what that man said in my comment section. And your thought process was to come talk to me. Weak black men will never correct other trash ass black men and the violence that they inflict on other women because bro code, whatever the fuck. But your first thought was, nah sis, we don't promote that shit. Bitch, I didn't say anything. Y'all are good for literally nothing. Okay, the divestment in black men begins for me right now. I'm done. I'm done with y'all. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm done. Okay, that's it. So many of y'all are doing this in the comments. So many of y'all, and I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. None of you are listening at all. Like, not really listening with intent to understand what I'm saying. I am not discussing domestic violence in terms of the perspective of the victim and the color of her skin. I am not. I am talking about how the justice system treats the men based on their race, not the victim. We are not going to pretend like the justice system does not favor white men over black men that commit domestic violence. We're not going to do that. Which is why I put the little asterisk when I said, more often than not, black men just leave because they have more to lose, their life and or their freedom. White men don't get that privilege or luxury. Okay, that's it. So many of y'all are doing this in the comments. So many of y'all, and I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. None of you are listening at all. Like, not really listening with intent to understand what I'm saying. I am not discussing domestic violence in terms of the perspective of the victim and the color of her skin. I am not. I am talking about how the justice system treats the men based on their race, not the victim. We are not going to pretend like the justice system does not favor white men over black men that commit domestic violence. We're not going to do that. Which is why I put the little asterisk when I said, more often than not, black men just leave because they have more to lose, their life and or their freedom. White men don't get that privilege or luxury. I don't ever want to hear another black man on this app deny the fact that the number one killers of black women are y'all, because it's supposed to be that way. Black men are supposed to be the number one killers of the black women. One of your own.
Something that doesn't sit right with you.
The fact that all the livelong day, black and brown people are stereotyped as violent murderers, despite the fact that the vast majority are not. But white people don't generally deal with that stereotype, despite the fact that there is basically an entire entertainment industry built around the premise of white murderers. Like, there are entire TV channels and infinite podcasts that spend 98% of their time just talking about white murderers, white serial killers, white husbands who kill their white wives, etc. And there's even this creepy sort of fandom surrounding it. And these people are treated like some twisted version of a celebrity. Like, most people would agree that they're bad, but like, there's this cult following that they develop. And yet, despite this constant exposure to white people who are murderers, your average white person is not worried that if he walks around in a hoodie, he's going to be viewed as violent.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. I have never heard someone say so many wrong things, one after the other, consecutively in a row.
Wow. So black men are more prone to being violent now than white men. That's... This came out of the mouth of a white man. The system discriminates against men and... Woo! Do you see? I can't. You cannot make this shit up. Thank you. Thank you so much. To the majority of y'all that said, oh, black men beat us too. Black men kill us too. You're missing the point. Black men don't do it as much as white men because black men would be put under the jail. In no way, shape, or form am I saying that black men don't commit domestic violence and don't murder their significant others. I've seen it. You know what the difference is? They don't get away with it. The only time that black men ever get away with murdering their significant other and or children is if they take themselves out in the process. That's literally the only way out for them. But white men, hell, even white women, Casey Anthony is a perfect example. Think. This is how I know that black boys are starved of emotional intellect. Like, look at this. Are you made of stone, sweetheart? What kind of environment did you grow up in where having emotions were only reserved for girls? What
kind of repressive environment did some of y'all grow up in where you could not show any emotion? Like, were you seriously taught that you could not get angry, you could not get sad, you could not be depressed, you could not be excited, you could not be happy, you could not do anything to show how you feel in the moment without it being beaten out of you? You guys don't need partners. I don't even think you need therapy. I think you just need to be in a room, staying away from society as a whole, because I don't think this is fixable. How do you not use your brain and your emotions at the same time? Like, I'm not a machine.
Women are the most unprotected and the most disrespected amongst all of us.
One moment. This is happening in my comment section right the moment. You see this shit? Do you see this shit? It be your own fucking community that makes that statement that my good friend just said true. It be black men. This one at the top is my favorite. We do not owe you protection. The weakest of the links will always be cis het black men. It is not up for debate. Fight your mother. Don't get it twisted. Black men can be incels too. I don't know what makes y'all think that's just reserved for white men. It's not. There be some black men that don't get no puss out here and then blaming it on us.
Listen.
Ever met a person that was a product of rape?
We're going to take this a step further. Have you met the children of all the teenage girls that have been molested by family members, by boyfriends? Have you met those children? This whole thing on abortion is to continue to pump unwanted children into a system, because that system makes the elite money. The doctors, the psychologists, the lawyers, the judges, the social workers. It's all a system that profits off of trauma, off of childhood trauma.
What is something that doesn't sit right with you?
The fact that black men feel so emboldened in their disrespect of black women that they don't even realize we would never tolerate that bullshit from anybody white. Thank you. You know, that was the whole point of my video. I see a lot of you are coming in off of a stitch from a child that was raped and had a child of rape. And apparently she's offended at what I said, but here's the thing. If you conceived a child under that heinous, disgusting, vile act, and you grew to love that child is lucky. That child is not in the minority. If you don't believe me, scroll through the comments of my original video. The stories that people are sharing. I needed to get off this app for a few days. I am talking about the people that are just abused in the worst imaginable ways. They didn't get a say to be here. And a lot of them wish that they weren't. Their mother's choice was taken from them. I'm thinking of them. No, not necessarily. Okay, so check this out. When I was about 22, 23, I tried to get sterilized. I went to 2 different doctors. Both of them told me no. The third doctor I went to, I had to be sterilized. Long story short, I took birth control. It completely wrecked me. And they said, lose a kidney, take out your uterus. You pick. I told my doctor, I'm like, just take the uterus out. I don't give a shit. I don't want to have kids. This man was like, oh, okay, fine. So we don't have to have you psych evaluated. We can just take your uterus out. It's fine. Here's the thing. The 2 doctors that I mentioned previously were both doctors of color. Wait a minute, wait. And they were both women. The third doctor was a white man. Didn't hesitate at all. I say this all to say, if you're a black woman and you want to be sterilized, go to an old white man. Works like a charm. This is the comment. This right fucking here. I'm taking my locks out. Shut up. My sis is 1000% correct. Cause low-key, I peeped that too. I'm like, why would y'all want children? potentially to birth their rapist baby. Like, what what? But then with this bill, women aren't going to stop having sex. So they're thinking, okay, there's going to be an onslaught of sexual assault that's going to happen. So we still want to protect potential fetuses in this bill. So I don't care, incest, rape, you're still going to have a baby. Have any of you ever met a person that was a product of rape? Oh, God. It's like watching a perfectly healthy person die rapidly of a cancer where there's no cure or treatment. They are truly some of the most abused, unhappy people ever. Hi. Okay, this one is going to be completely different from what I usually post. On this page specifically, I have another one. I'll probably readdress this later on that page, but I feel like what I'm about to say needs to be posted on this page. I just want to start this off by saying I'm incredibly pissed off right now. Like I am enraged. I'm beginning to understand why there's such animosity between men and women. Men don't like to be held accountable for the things that they do incorrectly because they don't want to, pay any costs for bad behavior. But then again, there are some women that are just shit starters. They intentionally take scenarios and twist the narrative to suit what they want the outcome to be. And I'm beginning to understand why men hate that shit. It feels gaslighty. It feels just like, I understand a little bit about men being so frustrated when women speak sometimes, because my God, this will be the only time that I will ever be on the side of men. But anyway, I know a lot of y'all are like, where is this bitch going with this? So this was brought to my attention today. A friend of mine sent it to me and said, hey girl, you're famous on YouTube. Like, what did I do? Turns out this chick, Playbook Lessons, took a video that I made months ago, completely out of context, about my abuse of apps and how men have been replaced by them. This bitch literally compared what I said to people fleeing for their lives in Louisiana during Hurricane Ida. I really wish I was making that up. I'm gonna play a clip and I'm gonna try really hard to keep my rage in check because, ooh.
Them. It says that the men should be upset with the apps taking their place. Technology is bae. They don't need a man anymore. But lady, please answer this. When the storm comes and the streets are flooding, the water leaks into your house 5 feet, that's inside the house, then you have to climb up in the attic. Please tell me how the app is going to pick you up and take you to dry land.
I'm gonna stop it right there because I'm shaking. I'm so pissed. How fucking dare you compare my abuse of apps on this iOS device that I pay for to people literally being trapped in their attics, fear of drowning in their homes of this hurricane, of this natural disaster. Like, can somebody please make that make sense? Past the fact that I am a single black woman, nothing but a pug to my name, okay? More often than not, people that are single have the means to escape natural disasters because nothing but a pet in tow. Besides the point, I hate bitches like this. Black women like this are the Candace Owens of the community. Hi. Okay, this one is going to be completely different from what I usually post. On this page specifically, I have another one. I'll probably readdress this later on that page, but I feel like what I'm about to say needs to be posted on this page. I just want to start this off by saying I'm incredibly pissed off right now. Like I am enraged. I'm beginning to understand why there's such animosity between men and women. Men don't like to be held accountable for the things that they do incorrectly because they don't want to, pay any costs for bad behavior. But then again, there are some women that are just shit starters. They intentionally take scenarios and twist the narrative to suit what they want the outcome to be. And I'm beginning to understand why men hate that shit. It feels gaslighty. It feels just like, I understand a little bit about men being so frustrated when women speak sometimes because my God, this will be the only time that I will ever be on the side of men. But anyway, I know a lot of y'all are like, where is this bitch going with this? So this was brought to my attention today. A friend of mine sent it to me and said, hey girl, you're famous on YouTube. Like, what did I do? Turns out this chick, Playbook Lessons, took a video that I made months ago, completely out of context, about my abuse of apps and how men have been replaced by them. This bitch literally compared what I said to people fleeing for their lives in Louisiana during Hurricane Ida. I really wish I was making that up. I'm gonna play a clip and I'm gonna try really hard to keep my rage in check because, ooh.
Them. It says that the men should be upset with the apps taking their place. Technology is bae. They don't need a man anymore. But lady, please answer this. When the storm comes and the streets are flooding, the water leaks into your house 5 feet, that's inside the house, then you have to climb up in the attic. Please tell me how the app is going to pick you up and take you to dry land.
I'm gonna stop it right there because I'm shaking. I'm so pissed. How fucking dare you compare my abuse of apps on this iOS device that I pay for to people literally being trapped in their attics, fear of drowning in their homes of this hurricane, of this natural disaster. Like, can somebody please make that make sense? Past the fact that I am a single black woman, nothing but a pug to my name, okay? More often than not, people that are single have the means to escape natural disasters because nothing but a pet in tow. Besides the point, I hate bitches like this. Black women like this are the Candace Owens.
Why is it that even beautiful women, you ain't a queen, you ain't never gonna be my queen because you ain't, why is it that even beautiful women bad?
Y'all saw that, right? He is all over my For You page. I swear on everything that is holy, if y'all make this motherfucker famous and Tyler Perry recruits him for the 3rd and final installment of Why Did I Get Married, I'm fighting. Men, I don't care. Okay? I don't care that you're offended about anything that I have to say. I don't care that you feel generalized. You can only be generalized if what I say resonates with you. That's none of my business. I don't care that you're hurt. I don't care that you feel oppressed. I don't care about anything that has to do with you. If I'm not speaking directly to you, don't speak. Okay? Speak when spoken to. Speak when I address you directly. If I'm talking directly to you, talk back. Okay? Other than that, I'm not arguing with none of you. I will erase you. I will act like you never existed, kind of like how society and women already treat you. I will further make an example out of you by doing the exact same thing. Okay? Great. Bye.
So I got a question for y'all. Does love at first sight exist?
No. No, 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 no. And I'm only saying no because I live in the city of Philadelphia. So no.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Men expect women to submit, and if they don't, they aren't feminine enough. They're masculine because being strong, being capable, they consider those things masculine traits. The goal there is to break us, right? Make us vulnerable. And in a state of vulnerability, what do? You accept less than what you deserve. Then they can move in and take advantage of that. It opens up their dating pool because now you have all these broken women fighting for men that don't deserve
Dance
them.
break.
What a lot of men fail to realize is that you submit to a king, not a court jester.
You God's gift to this earth, you the prize. No the fuck you ain't. No you ain't.
Okay, I needed that. Thanks, bro. But no, seriously, the only thing that always perplexes me about content like this and men that move in this world like that is that there will always be a very small group of women that will suicide dip headfirst into an empty pool to cape for a man exactly like that. They will always cater to, validate that toxicity. And the gag is he don't like you. Sis, he doesn't like women. I refuse to believe that. The man said his mama is his queen. I mean, I heard incest is still legal in some states. So I have a question. Black men, do y'all ever get tired of routinely disrespecting black women? I want you to see something. Like, I didn't say nothing to this future inconvenience right here. I didn't say nothing, and look at this. Like, sir, you're really in no position to be speaking to me at all, but that's what you choose to say? And it doesn't get any better as they age, ladies. Like, that fool looks like he's inching in to senior citizen. And that's how he talks to black women whilst having 5 sisters, he claims. Okay.